Hey there, algebra students. Let's talk about factoring those special products, right? When you have something that looks like a squared minus b squared, that's called a difference of squares, right? And we want to factor that, we can factor that very easily. We take the square root of the first term, and that becomes our first terms, and we take the square root of the second term, and we put that guy here. And we have a plus sign and a minus sign. Okay, so we have to be looking for patterns when we are factoring. It's all about looking for the patterns and then applying the patterns. So we've got 4g squared minus 25. Are those both perfect squares? 4 is a perfect square. G squared is a perfect square, right? 25 is also a perfect square. So let's factor this guy. We can start by making our parentheses. What's the square root of 4g squared? That's right, it is 2g. And so 2g goes in both of those spots. And what's the square root of 25? What number times itself is 25? That would be 5, right? So we plug that guy in here. And we add a plus sign to one and a minus sign to the other, and boom, we are done. Let's do one more example. This is a perfect square trinomial pattern, right? You have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. If you have something that matches this pattern, it can be factored into a plus b, the quantity squared. Let's use this pattern to help us solve this equation. C squared plus 14c plus 49 equals 0. Is C squared a perfect square? Yes. Yes, it is. What about 49? Yeah, that's just 7 squared, right? Is 14c, could you get that by doing 2 times c times 7? Yeah. This matches this pattern up here, okay? So we're going to factor it. We take the square root of the first term, that's the c, plus sign, square root of the 49 is just 7, and that's c plus 7, the quantity squared, is equal to 0. And now we need to solve this for c, right? So another way of thinking of this is c plus 7 times c plus 7 is equal to 0. Because it's a repeated term, right, a repeated binomial, it is a squared binomial, we don't need to do the work twice, right? We need to consider c plus 7 is equal to 0. Whatever value for c makes this 0 makes the equation 0. So we'll subtract 7 from both sides. We get c equals -7. Bam. All right, I hope this helps you with your homework for 7.7. I hope you are all well. Leave me a comment as to how you are doing. We'll see you soon. Bye.